Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, Matt, and I'm going to be showing you this new episode and series called Road to Max Town Hall Level 9. Now, I have been on Town Hall Level 9 for quite some time now because I just wanted to get to Town Hall 9 as quick as possible, which was a bad thing because I didn't know about the loot penalty. So that came around and bit me in the butt. But I do have a couple attack replays and one live raid to show you guys, so let's get into it. I apologize for the little lag right here. It just takes a little bit of some time to open up to my inbox. And the first raid will be using the BAM strategy, which is Barbs, Archer, and Minions, if you did not know already. This raid was about 450k raid, and I start at the top just because it has that one little mine up there by itself. It was kind of sad, so I just took it out of its misery. That way he could be in heaven and with all his other friends. But anyways, pick off some army camps just to get some percentage to get 50% quicker. I start my attack at the bottom, and I really want to work my way to the sides because there's nothing in his storages, so I don't really need to break through the middle. So I figured let me just use my other wall breaker to break on the top, and top right, and just drop some archers, barbarians, and minions to take out quickly. And now I'm just waiting for the 50%, and I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Yep, 53%, 10 trophies, and all of those resources are now mine. So, on to the next raid. And this raid was actually really funny because I didn't use a lot of my troops. I only used like 100 troops on the last raid. So, when I raided again, I figured I still have enough troops and I have my heroes. Let me just go look for a base. I might find another collector and mine pump raid, mine and collector raid, and then I come across this 690k raid, almost 700k of resources, and I was like, god damn it, only if I had my full army. So I bait out the king, tried to take him out, that way he won't annoy me while I'm raiding, taking this guy's loot. So I easily kill out the Barb King, start dropping minions, archers, to take out those free buildings and get those elixir collectors. I only had one wall breaker, so I dropped him on the top right, and I was hoping my barbarians would break through, which they did. That wizard tower was only level 2, so it didn't do that much damage. I dropped my king just to hurry up and take all those outskirt buildings on that one compartment so my minions won't get distracted and go right or left. I also want to take out that mortar and as many buildings as I can with my king, so I do drop a rage spell followed up with the 20 minions I had left. I didn't check if he had air bombs, which is a bad mistake, but lucky for me he didn't have any air bombs. So I do end up dropping my queen because there's still enough gold in these collectors that I could get to with my queen. And I want to show you something with my queen, so pay attention to her closely. I dropped my clan castle because I really wanted to get to the middle, but they went left and I couldn't get to it. Now, I used her special ability. Now, it lasts 2.5 seconds. But for some reason, when she's in the race spill, she's still invisible, as you can see. And I don't know why that is. She can still get hurt and targeted by defenses, but she's just invisible. Now, I'm not going to complain about that because it looks cool when she's invisible. But I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's what's supposed to happen. But it does not extend the time of her being untargeted is just the time that she's invisible. So that wraps up that raid. So now we can get on to the next one. And I did have most of the raids are BAM strategy. So instead of showing you 3 in a row, I decided to show you a balloon and minion raid. I do have max balloons, and I'm trying to work on not maxing out my minions because they did come out with the level 6 minion. So I'm trying to get my minions up as quick as possible. I am going to have level 4 in about a week. No, not a week, sorry. A day. And let's get on with this raid. This was a premature Town Hall level 9. Now usually I don't spread out my balloons this much, but since he didn't really have that much of a good base, I figured let me just drop him a little bit everywhere and take out this guy quick and easily. His wizard towers were really low level and his air defense was really low level, so it wasn't the problem taking out this guy. I have a whole bunch of balloons left, which was kind of an overkill. All that elixir wasted, but this guy had a lot of loot, and I'm not really needing elixir right now. So that wraps up that raid. Pretty easy. Wasn't the hardest base in the world. But now for my last attack replay to show you. This guy had a lot of gold that I was able to take. Not sure. He did have a lot of elixir too, but I wasn't really focused on the elixir. And I was actually really scared that I would only get 2 of the storages. So it was kind of a nerve-biting, well, nerve-wracking raid. I do take out the Barb King, and I start at the top left as soon as these troops die out. I try to pick off that building, but the mortar was in range, so. And then right there I was zooming in to the air defenses because I was wondering why people put their air defenses out like that. When people do a balloon and minion strategy or dragon raid or the giant healer strategy, they can easily get through the base because the air defenses are on the outside. So he needs to really put those inside. But anyways, back to the raid. I do drop a rage spell just so that my archers could shoot over the top and get those gold storages. My archers were smart enough to move right instead of shooting at the wall. So I do take out these gold storages, and I still have about half my army left. And I still did not use any minions. So I have 40 minions still, and I start attacking at the bottom right. The reason I spread out my troops a little bit too much is because I really want to take out these outskirt buildings. That way my minions won't get confused and go left or go right and walk into a air bomb and just go completely opposite of where I want them to go. So all I have to do is take out that cannon and that archer tower, and my minions will go straight to the gold storage. Dropped a few just to check if there was any air bombs because I do see those open spaces by the wizard tower and archer tower. There wasn't, so I dropped my minions on the gold storage and some on the dark elixir storage. I dropped a rage spell when really it wasn't really necessary, but you know, rather be safe than sorry. So I dropped my queen just because, like, who cares? I was gonna train up balloon minion strategy, so by the time that was done she should be like most of her health healed. So that was the end of that battle. About 234k of gold, which I'm really farming gold. I'm almost maxed out on gold, as you can see on the top. I do have like more now after these next couple raids that I've been doing. But anyways, now it's time to get to a live raid. and I will just fast forward this so that you guys won't be bored to death. And this is the guy that we will be attacking. He does have a lot of gold, and some of it is in his storages, and then a little bit should be in his mines as well. I do have level 3 dragons and level 5 rage spells, so it's not going to be a problem of getting through this guy's base. Drop my dragons in the L formation on the bottom left because that's what you're supposed to do when you're using dragons. He doesn't have Archer Queen because he is Town Hall level 8, so I don't need to worry about that. It doesn't look like he has Clan Castle troops because he hasn't been on in quite some time. Hopefully he doesn't. But I do drop the rage spell to make sure I get those 2 air defenses on the bottom, because air defenses do a lot of damage to dragons even at level 1, and that's ridiculous. And now this level 3 one is taking out my dragon, and you see his health is going down tremendously, and I think he does kill off that dragon. But anyways, one of my dragons do get to that level 3 air defense, so anyways, it was a pretty good raid. I still got all this guy's loot and 3-starred him. Now, he does have some builder huts in the corner. I just seen it on the corner of my eye. So I do drop my king and queen to take out those builder huts, and that way the raid won't be long, because it is boring seeing dragons run around the map because they're really slow. So I dropped my rage, well, I dropped the oh my god, I can't talk right now, sorry you guys. I do use the hero ability to speed up my Barb King so he can take out that last builder's hut, and as you can see, was about 400k of resources. Most of it was gold, but that's okay because that's what I'm farming for. So let's go back home so I can talk to you guys a little bit more before I end the video. And I do have a dragon left. See him flying around on the bottom right. But I did start upgrading my expos to level 2 just a couple days ago, and I'm debating whether I should do my air defense to level, what is that, level 7, or I should do my archer tower to level 11. If you guys can help me, that would be great. What do you guys want to see? I will read the comments and make sure I do what my fans want, because I do want this channel to grow. So I donate the 1 dragon that I do have because, you know, I don't need it anymore. And that's Jay that asked for a P.E.K.K.A only. He's the clan leader. And actually, I want to give my clan a shout out. We are doing pretty good. You need 1,500 trophies to join. There is 5 spots available. Now, with this clan, we don't really have a schedule on farming or pushing. As you can see, there's some in crystal 1, 2, and 3, gold 1, 2, and 3, and then the rest is like in silver, just farming, I guess. But as long as you keep your donations up, you won't get kicked, and be active, because that's what we're really trying to do. Now at the bottom, there's like less people, lower people. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up. Jay was actually the guy that said woohoo and asked for the P.E.K.K.A only. That's the leader. He's been doing good. He gives out free gems to people who really want it. And let me move the storage out the way so you can see the name. Our name is Warriors Villain. If you want to join, then just come on over. But that's going to be the end of the video. See you guys later, and peace.